Today on Rappler. House prosecutors say they are confused by the Senate's directive to remand the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Duterte. Senate President Chiz says the House of Representatives can't refuse to accept the Senate motion to remand the impeachment case. The House of Representatives recommends filing criminal, civil, and administrative cases against Vice President Sara Duterte. Elon Musk regrets some of his posts about US President Donald Trump. And BTS members Jimin and Jungkook are discharged from the military. The prosecution panel in the trial of Vice President Sara Duterte says on Wednesday, June 11, it would raise a motion seeking clarity on the impeachment court's directive to remand the impeachment articles from the Senate to the House of Representatives.
Ang prosecution panel po ay nalalabuan. So we resolve to seek the clarification of the impeachment court.
The impeachment court wants two things. First, for the House to certify it did not violate a constitutional rule when it proceeded with the impeachment of the Vice President. Second, for the House of the 20th Congress to express willingness that it is still willing to push through with the trial. Batangas 2nd District Representative Jinky insists that the House did not circumvent the one-year bar rule.
We maintain our position. Sumunod po kami fully and strictly to the requirements of the Constitution. We did not violate the one-year prohibition rule.
Duterte and her Senate allies had claimed that the House deliberately froze the initiation of the impeachment process when it sat on the original but supposedly weak impeachment complaints. If those complaints were junk, Duterte would get a constitutional one-year immunity from impeachment. Regarding the second condition, Luistro has this to say.
With respect to the second order, it is impossible to be complied with because, first of all, 20th Congress doesn't exist yet.
Senate President Chiz says the House of Representatives is bound to accept the Senate motion to remand the impeachment case against Vice President Sara Duterte.
Hindi kami magkapantay pagdating sa bagay na ito. Hindi ito House at Senate kung saan co-equal ang mga ahensyang yan. Sa parte ng impeachment, korte ang Senado, prosecutor ang Kamara. Wala sa lugar para sa akin ang Kamara na hindi sumunod sa ipinag-uutos ng impeachment court.
The Senate, sitting as an impeachment court, approved the motion to remand the impeachment case to the lower chamber on Tuesday, June 10. This means the case will be returned to the House of Representatives, mirroring the usual remanding process in legal cases. But Escudero's belief about the two chambers being unequal is contrary to the position of UP Law faculty member and constitutional law expert Paulo Tamase. Tamase says the remand violated constitutional structure because the Senate is not supposed to supervise or order the House on what to do in the impeachment case. Meantime, Escudero also confirms the Senate already sent a summons to the Office of the Vice President for Duterte. The House of Representatives adopts a committee report recommending the filing of criminal, civil, and administrative cases against Vice President Sara Duterte. Congressman Joel Chua, chairperson of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, presented the committee's findings on Tuesday, June 10. The panel investigated the alleged misuse of confidential funds by the Department of Education and the Office of the Vice President in 8 public hearings held from September to December 2024. During the hearings, it was found that a total of 612.5 million pesos in confidential funds was spent while Duterte was leading both offices. Duterte, along with OVP and deputy officials involved, may face charges such as technical malversation, falsification, use of falsified documents, perjury, bribery, corruption of public officers, betrayal of public trust, and culpable violation of the Constitution. Aside from Duterte, the following may also be charged with plunder. The House also recommends improving rules for reporting and auditing of confidential funds and stricter guidelines for handling secret funds. Billionaire Elon Musk says he regrets some of the posts he made last week about US President Donald Trump. Musk wrote in a post, quote, "I regret some of my posts about President Donald Trump last week. They went too far. Trump and Musk exchanged insults on social media last week, with a Tesla and SpaceX CEO describing the president's sweeping tax and spending bill as a, quote, disgusting abomination. Musk has deleted some social media posts critical of Trump, including one signaling support for the impeachment of the president. Meantime, hundreds of U.S. Marines arrive in the Los Angeles area under orders from President Trump. This as the mayor of the city declared a curfew for parts of the downtown area, and police arrested 197 people on the fifth day of street protests since the Trump administration started immigration raids. Trump has sent 4,000 National Guard troops to stop protests in the city, even though California Governor Gavin Newsom said the move was unnecessary, illegal, and politically driven. California Senators Adam Schiff and Alex Padilla meantime said in a joint statement that active duty military should only be used, quote, during the most extreme circumstances, and these are not them. K-pop group BTS members Jimin and Jungkook are discharged from the South Korean military. The two members are the fifth and sixth to complete their national duty amid expectations of the band's comeback. Members RM and V were discharged on Tuesday, June 10. The last to finish his service will be Suga on June 21. The seven-member group put their global career on hold to start with their military service, beginning with Jin in December 2022. Fans around the world welcomed the return of the K-pop stars this week. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.